Today I will talk about this guy right here. It's a gimbal for action cameras. So let's start. Hey guys, it's Nemanja and welcome to another fun episode. As you already saw at the beginning, this episode is all about this guy right here. It's iSteadyPro 3-axis handheld stabilizing gimbal for action cameras made by Hohem. And guys, this is the cheapest action camera gimbal that I saw on the market. Maybe there are some cheaper, I don't know, but this is the cheapest one that I saw, and I found the cheapest price online. It's $79.99 US, so can be cheaper than that. So before I show you what this guy is capable for, let me show you what's in the box. So inside this box we have this carrying case, and this carrying case is really sturdy. Inside that, as you can see, we have the manual that you can read or not, the gimbal itself, and small tripod. That is really nice addition to the gimbal. It is small but is big enough to hold the gimbal and the camera on the ground. And we have some USB cable for charging. So that's all that we have in the box. The gimbal itself is completely made out of the plastic, but this plastic doesn't look and feel cheap at all. So it's really nice. And the front part of the grip here of the handle, it's covered with rubber, so it will not your hand will not slip easily, and the grip feels really nice. So the gimbal has two mounting points. One is for the tripod right here at the bottom that I already showed you in the beginning, and another one it's here on the side, so you can mount some light or maybe microphone, etc. So there are some other options to mount the gimbal on something or something on the gimbal. This gimbal is made for action cameras, and there are some variety of action cameras on the market, but I like to use the GoPro. This is a GoPro Hero 6, and now I will show you how you can really easily mount the camera on the gimbal. So all you need to do is to unscrew these two screws right here and slide the camera right inside here, and that's it. Screw it with those two screws and you're ready to go. On the front side of this gimbal you have two buttons, one switch and the joystick. Joystick is the standard one to move the camera up, down, left and right. Then this button right here is for powering gimbal on and off and for checking the battery status. So to do it you just need to press it once, and here at the side you have a battery status indicator. So that's nice addition. Then another button above the power button is for changing the modes on the gimbal. I will not go through all the modes here because they are standard ones, but really nice addition on this gimbal is that you don't need to memorize how many times you need to press that button to be in a certain mode. You just need to look at the front of the gimbal and everything is written down, so that's really good. Then we have a switch right here. It has two positions. The upper position is for returning the camera and the gimbal in its default position, and down position is for locking the gimbal completely. So if you're in certain mode and you need momentarily to lock all the axes, you just need to move this down and to hold it, and the gimbal will lock completely. The battery on this gimbal will last up to 12 hours, so that's more than enough for filming all day. And you can even use this gimbal as a power bank to charge your camera or your phone. So now let me show you how to turn the gimbal on. It's really easy. You just need to press and hold the power button for 3 seconds and the gimbal will turn on. That's it. Alright, and now I'll show you how this small guy is working on the field. I will not show you a video of me walking and panning the gimbal left and right. Instead, I will go to more complex situations like running over some obstacles and riding a bicycle downhill through the forest. So first footage that you will see, it will be me chasing my friend at my gymnastics training and running over some obstacles, and first video will be without the gimbal, just the camera handheld, and second will be with this gimbal running on the same route, so you can compare the difference. You can see the difference between without the gimbal and with the gimbal. And then second footage will be me riding a bicycle downhill through the forest, and again first video will be without the gimbal, camera handheld, and second with the gimbal. So let's watch it. Okay, you just saw how this small guy is managing those hard conditions, so walking with this is like a breeze. Now let's test some motor noise, because as you can see, this camera is leaning on one of the motors, so there is a motor noise, and GoPro will pick everything. So let's hear that. As you can hear, there is some motor noise, and that's normal for this type of gimbals. And if you're filming in more crowded situation or you're talking to the camera, that motor noise will not be so pronounced, but still you can hear it if you're paying attention on it. And you can reduce it in the post-production too, but that's something that you need to know if you're considering buying this gimbal. Okay, now let's connect this gimbal with the phone, and let me show you some other options. To connect your gimbal with the phone, you just need to enable a Bluetooth on your phone and go download the Hohem Gimbal app. Open it, and that's it. You just go inside, say connect device, choose device, and say connect, and the gimbal is connected with your phone. So here you have plenty of options. You can go and update the firmware through the app. You can calibrate your gimbal through the app. If your gimbal it doesn't behave as it should be, you should calibrate it. The procedure is really easy and straightforward. And one really neat option is that you can go and control your gimbal from this app, in case you want to manually to put your gimbal on ground and manually move it, as you can see right here, left, down, up and right, or all around like this. As you can see, it's really nice. Then you have recenter button, and it will automatically go back to its default position. You can even go and shoot a motion time lapse with this gimbal and a GoPro camera. You just need to go in the app, choose the motion lapse, and choose the start and end position, and that's it. So it's really nice addition. So what's my impression on this gimbal right here? Well, considering the price, that is maybe the cheapest action camera gimbal on the market, I was really impressed on its performance. One thing that I didn't like on this gimbal is that it's not so responsive. So if you need to shoot some action, really fast movements like left, right, up and down, it will not behave really good in those situations. But otherwise than that, as you saw on my examples, it will really nicely stabilize your footage. Okay guys, if you want to know more about this gimbal, you can go to Hohem website. The link is down there in the description, so you can check it out. If you have any questions regarding to this episode, please leave me down there in the comments. I will be happy to answer them. Have fun and see you in my next episode. Bye bye.